Now continuing with the valence bond theory, now we will discuss the main features of valence bond theory. First feature is covalent bonds. They are formed by overlapping of half-filled atomic orbitals present in valence shells of the atoms participating in bonding. For example, if we consider the formation of H2 molecule, then in that two hydrogen atoms they are participating. In hydrogen, the configuration is 1s1. So this 1s1 will be called the atomic orbital, and it is also valence. This is the outermost shell. And they are half-filled because in s orbital maximum 2 electrons can come. So these half-filled orbitals, they will overlap and result in bond formation. Then another example, if we take formation of HF molecule, in hydrogen it is H1s1. In fluorine it is 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. So in this we will consider the 2p shell, not the 2s or 1s2 here. So in this p there is one half-filled electron is there that will be involved in the bond formation with the hydrogen. Then second point is the orbitals undergoing overlapping must have electrons with the opposite spin. So if we take the example of this hydrogen molecule, then in first hydrogen, if electron is moving clockwise, then in the another atom, second hydrogen atom, it will be in the anti-clockwise. So these two orbitals, they will overlap. Then third feature is that the strength of covalent bond, it depends upon the extent of overlapping. Greater the overlapping, strength of bond will be much in that. So that is directly proportional. Now types of overlapping and the nature of bond formed. First type of overlapping that result in the formation of sigma bond. It is also called end-to-end head-on overlap or axial overlap. This is formed when atomic orbitals overlap along internuclear axis. Like if we say SS overlap, like 1s and 1s orbital, they overlap with each other. This is along the internuclear axis. They will approach each other and they overlap. Now electron density here we can say it is between the two nucleus. Maximum is along the internuclear region and it is forming a single cloud there. Similarly, s orbital and p orbital, they can also overlap with each other and they can form the pi bond. Here also along the internuclear axis, electron density is there, maximum between the nuclear regions. Then third, pp orbital also can be there, head-on overlap along the internuclear axis. Now strength, if we say, if we compare of three type of overlapping, then pp bond is strong, then the ps and then ss. It can be assigned to a reason that directional property of p orbital, that only from one direction these since p orbitals are direction oriented x, y or z, so from that particular direction only overlapping can take place. So that is why this bond is quite strong there. Then second type of overlapping is, it is a pi bond called lateral, resulting from the lateral or sidewise overlapping of atomic orbitals whose axes lie parallel to each other, but they are perpendicular to the internuclear axis there. So like if head on head along the internuclear axis, this is the sigma bond formed, then the pi bond will be formed by the orbitals which are perpendicular to these along the internuclear axis. So they will overlap with each other. Now pi bond consists of two charged electron clouds above and below the atom of the plane. Now these can be exactly perpendicular 90 degree, they will overlap, or if they can be like pz orbitals, so they should be parallel to each other, only then they will overlap. Now in this, along the internuclear axis, electron density is 0. So electron density is above the plane and below the plane there. Now main point to be considered in this is, first point is that sigma bond decides the shape of the molecule. Then second is that pi bond is always formed along with sigma bond. Means that sigma bond alone can be formed, but if pi bond is to be formed, there is sigma bond is there. And third is sigma bond is stronger than pi bond, because in sigma bond electron density is between the internuclear region, so there is highly attraction is there between the two nucleus and the electron. That is why sigma bond is strong. Now one example we will take, like if we say the example of HF molecule. Now in H there is 1s1, and in this it is 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. Now in 2p5 it can be px, py, pz, any of these. So when they will overlap, hydrogen s orbital, it has one electron, and of the fluorine half filled p orbital, that will result in the overlapping. So here two electrons of opposite spin will be shared in this. So this is how the shapes are explained on the basis of orbitals in valence bond theory. And here the electron pairs are held between the nuclear regions of the two atoms there. Thank you.